Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for a video that I really didn't expect to make this early. It's been almost 2 weeks, and by now, you've probably seen that LEGO has a bit of a Ninjago disaster on their hands. The night after a successful Ninjago Comic-Con panel, which confirmed Season 3 as well as a trailer for Part 2, the entirety of Season 2 Part 2 was released on Peacock. And a day later, these episodes were removed, but the damage has already been done. These episodes are now freely available to watch on the internet, over 3 months before they were officially supposed to release. Obviously, this is very disappointing, but there's no point in pretending that we haven't seen these episodes. And like it or not, these episodes are now available to the public. And so many Ninjago fans, including myself, have watched them. And I'll have much more to say in a future review, but for now, I gotta say, these episodes were pretty good. I'm gonna discuss spoilers soon, so please keep note of that. I felt the Tournament of Sources was a pretty fun storyline, and it did a lot to advance certain characters, as well as set up Ninjago's next big villains. I definitely had concerns about the Forbidden Five at the end of Part 1, but I feel those concerns I don't really have anymore. Part 2 was excellent for Ross. He's an awesome villain, and he's definitely establishing himself as Ninjago's new Garmadon. But definitely the standout character was Eren. His turn away from the ninja was very well developed, and I think he gets all the focus he deserved in this season. Eren has been written really well so far, and his character arc is very compelling. In terms of mysteries, this season advances a couple. The big reveal is that apparently Wu was involved with the merge, which I really like how this season kind of leaves us in suspense on this, and I'm sure it's only part of the truth, but other stuff such as Ross's master and his overall plan are still very much unknown. And I think that's totally fine at this point in the series. But as for the tournament itself, there were a lot of cool fights. It was nice to see so many new elemental masters and powers. I do feel like Part 1 and Part 2 felt very separate, so much so that they even modified the intro. And honestly, at the moment, I'd have to say I did enjoy Part 1 just a little bit more. And a lot of that has to do with the overall theme. Part 1 had a very spooky atmosphere with the blood moon and the forest, and that just wasn't present in Part 2. The Tournament of Sources was very cool, but I felt in a lot of ways it was very similar to Season 4's Tournament of Elements. I think the purpose of the Tournament of Elements and the overall mystery surrounding it was better than it was in the Tournament of Sources. But in all fairness, it's hard to top Season 4. The Tournament of Sources was still a very fun arc, and even if it wasn't Ninjago's most original idea, I definitely enjoyed it. And I'll have much more to say in a future review, which I'll probably release in October when the season officially releases. But for now, I'd have to say that Part 2 was really good, maybe not as good as Part 1, but overall, Season 2 was about as good as Season 1, a season which I consider to be one of Ninjago's best. And so that'll wrap this video up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone ever you know, and share your thoughts if you watched it on Part 2 below. And I'll see you guys next time.